Okay. Sino. Oh, wow. I didn't notice before. But that is actually quite deep here. At Arno Village. Arnu? Arno or Arnu? Arnu. Hello there, Mr. Mystery Mondstatter. I'll talk to you sometime else. We are in the middle of something here. Same with you, Saba. Oh, what did I just... God damn it, did I just trigger that accidentally? Whoops, just by approaching. I swear I didn't try to talk to you. Let's see, Ziad. Rose, oh rose, grant me my wish. Blooming from a stone, the golden rose sang to me. Yeah? She sang. I was just approaching you because I thought, hey, you look kind of like Catherine. I wanted to get a closer look at your face. That's a local Sumeru folk song called The Singing Rose, right? It's such a cute song. Was it a folk song? Oh, I thought the kid was singing poetry to the lady there. Or something. Too bad the boy ran off halfway through. Paimon would have loved to hear the whole thing and say hi to him. You must be new here. First time in Aru Village? Yes. No wonder you've never heard of that folk song. Well then, are you scholars looking to study abroad in Sumeru? I know that there are many foreign scholars in the academia. Not exactly, no. We're actually kind of not, well, we are neither fans of the academia, and the academia are not fans of us currently. I'm sure that'll change eventually once we topple the current order, hopefully, but for now, no, definitely not. We do know a lot of scholars, but we aren't quite like them ourselves. Technically, we're adventurers. The glorious world-trotting duo, Paimon and Alice. Yes. World-trotting? What's so funny? We're super famous adventurers, believe it or not. Has word of us made it all the way here to the deserts of Sumeru? I mean, it seems to follow our reputation seems to precede us no matter where we go. But, it'd be kind of fun to find a place we're not well known yet. No, I wasn't mocking you, friends from far away. Just the opposite. It's a delight to hear uplifting stories like people traveling the world. When you're as detached from the world as I am, such enthusiastic remarks can really catch you off guard. You're detached from the world, are you? Just whiling your days away in Aru Village? I'm sorry if I offended you. My name is Saba. I offer you my apologies as well as my welcome to the village. Thank you. Ah, yes. Were you talking about the Rose folk song about that Ziad was singing? Rose folk song? I think so. We can talk more about it if you're interested. I hope it will liven up your journey. Are you going to sing for us, Saba? Paimon's dying to hear the rest of it. I guess we can afford a few minutes here to hear the rest of this Rose folk song. But Paimon, keep in mind, we do have a schedule to keep. We got hypostases to find, academia sages to topple, desert folk to, well, I guess you are a desert folk. So, making friends with you is technically within bounds of what Nahida suggested. Fair enough. Sorry, I'm not good at singing, but we can discuss what the song is about. Sure. Sure. So that kid sang about the rose granting wishes. Yes, in a tiny village like ours, we don't have a big Athenaeum, I think, like they do at the academia. All our songs are passed down orally, Ah, it's the basically a special library for science or section of a library, perhaps, for scientific studies and the like. Very cool. Athenium. Yeah, it makes sense why the Academia would have one. In fact, we went inside, I think. It's my belief that the wish-granting flower is in the song represents the collective imagination of our ancestors. I'd actually need to hear the song again, though. In a harsh environment like the desert, water is an extremely vital resource, so they prized water-storing plants. Right. I don't know, can you collect the water from a cactus to drink? As I understand it, there's problems with doing so. Some of the other stuff that contaminates the water, I don't know. Or maybe I'm just mistaking Avatar for real life. Cactus juice. It'll quench you. So, the more adverse the terrain, the more stories there are about plants. It's a reflection of our ancestors yearning for a better life. I mean, there is a rainforest, like, just not too far that away. At the same time, plants are also a part of the symbiotic relationship between our ancestors and the flora and fauna of the desert. However, Aru is built on sand and the soil here is actually not suitable for cultivation of Sumeru roses. Right. The Sumeru roses I planted could never grow. So if you ask me, the golden rose in the song must have been a product of people's imagination. Hold on. Paimon can't keep up anymore. I'd be able to keep up a little better if I had, like, a copy of the song's lyrics next to me, but... Is this what you usually talk with people about, Miss Saba? I'm sorry. I thought since you were new here, you'd prefer such topics over farming or the weather. I mean, we sort of have traversed into the topics of farming in a sense. You know, talking about planting of Sumeru roses, and the weather in the sense that how it's inhospitable for plant life. Paimon got lost somewhere between symbiotic relationship and the collective imagination. But don't worry, Paimon understood that last sentence. Well, Paimon, a symbiotic relationship is sort of like what we have. You know, you get Mora and food from me, and I get travel advice from you. Voila! A symbiotic relationship. As for the collective imagination, well, we both have quite the imagination. You said that the land here isn't suitable for Sumeru roses, right? We've also only seen them in places with moist soil. Yeah, namely the rainforest. Well, this place is mostly sand after all. Roses sure are picky customers. Yeah, but you know what isn't a picky customer? Grasses. Or various grasses. They might not be green, but not like the kind you'd find in your yard, but different types of grass will grow just about anywhere. Speaking of roses, I was thinking that since you two are adventurers, perhaps I can hire you to... To what? Now we're talking. We're battle-hardened adventurers. We can do any job, no problem. Collect some plants? Just fits with the theme here. So, what can we help you with? I know it's ridiculous to want roses that don't belong here to bloom, but regardless, I still really want to see them. Wait, so you just want us to collect plants, or do you want us to try and make them bloom here? I'm embarrassed to even say it, but that is my wish. Well, there's no shame in that. Based on what I know about roses, they will grow if fertilized with highly concentrated dendro, even if you grow them in sand. Well, fair enough. We can provide some dendro energy. But it's nearly impossible to get such fertilizer out here. So I'm wondering if you may be able to get your hands on some. Dendro fertilizer. Do you know where I might find it? Just like give me a general direction? Yes, Dendro promotes plant growth and works especially well on poor crops. But I'm just a normal person without a dendro vision, and I lack the resources to obtain effective fertilizer. If it's just dendro you want, that is pretty easy. We got this. Maybe. Don't get it. Yeah, she does. Even though she knew that roses aren't suited at all to this place. Paimon understands the feeling. It's like when you're already full, but still feel the urge to eat when you see street food. I know, right? You know what? Actually, the same obsession, just for different things. That's why we gotta help her. Yeah. I did not. This was not. Yeah, that one is the important quest. Okay. Yeah, no, I understand that feeling, Paimon. When you want to eat all the foods. There we go. Oh, someone's talking about King Deshret. Can you wield Dendro? Are you someone with a vision? Well, no. Neither Nahida, who did the Dendro just now, nor the Traveler have a vision, sorry. I haven't met anyone like that in a long time. What a nostalgic feeling. It should be fine now, right, Miss Saba? That's right. They should sprout soon if powered by Dendro. Let's just wait for a while. Well, how long? Can I come back? Oh, wow. Gradually, the sprouts begin peeking out of the soil. They stop growing after sprouting a few leaves. They're sprouting! I knew you could do just about anything, Alice. The results were immediate, as I thought. Thank you. Yeah, too bad there are no flowers yet. Oh, that's normal. You can't rush such things. I mean, apparently you can with the fact that they've already grown this far. Plants have to go through stages of growth. That you were able to make them sprout is already quite amazing. Give the roses some more time to take in the nourishment. It'll be better for them as well. I'm very grateful to you as it is. I wouldn't wish to bother you further. Just drop by and see them in your spare time. That would be enough. Of course, thank you. I look forward to seeing them grow.
Oh, of course not. It's all a bunch of nonsense.
Well, now where's this Deshret?
What's the big deal?
Someone was taught. Oh, is it Ramiz and Kulsum?
How can anyone say these kinds of things to children?
About King Deshret?
I get it. I shouldn't listen to rumors.
Yeah.
Is King Deshret really gonna come back from the
No. Well, probably.
Of course not.
I still think it'd be really cool if he did come back as like a mummy or something. Like, or in the style of the mummy even. I don't know. Alright. Back to what we actually were trying to do. Oh, there's something in the tree.
Although I've sent myself into
Coconuts?
exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before.
Yeah. What, investigating, guarding.
Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to the mad scholars as village keepers? Yeah, that's a good question.
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident.
Do tell. I find strange incidents interesting.
The academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here.
What?
When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down.
Huh. That's interesting. I wonder what could cause that. I mean, is it because they're out of like the rainforest portion of Sumeru, where, you know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevada's power was the greatest or extended? Or something else about, like, if they go anywhere in the desert, would they regain their senses? Or is it very specifically Aru Village?
Initially, the people of Aru village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that.
Yeah.
Aru village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory.
Yikes.
Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety.
Did the scholars somehow save... I can't imagine how they would stop the earthquake, but did they save the building somehow? I actually can't imagine how they do that either. Not in the midst of the earthquake itself.
Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night.
Dendro energy? Did he have a vision?
Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt.
That's actually amazing. That is. Earthquakes are no joke.
After that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
Well, that's cool. I'm happy they're at least welcome here.
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village? What do you make of it, traveler?
Oh. Actually, no, that's a good point. Nahida. I mean, she could take over one of their minds and save the village, yeah.
Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru village?
Yeah, I think that's her route into someone's consciousness, right? Typically.
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
No, but Nahida would have access to them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
And she says she's not a good Archon. She is a fantastic god. You know what, Dunyarzad? I want to follow Nahida too. Yeah, Nahida deserves it. She's actually a legitimately good god.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do.
We do. I mean, we are, I like to think we've become friends with Nahida, you know, the Dendro Archon, and we've seen what she can do.
So, what do you make of the story?
That mad scholar's power likely came from Lesser Lord Kusanali. Yeah, Lesser Lord Kusanali was actually the one who protected the village.
Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yeah, despite how, you know, mean and dismissive the scholars of the academia are towards her, she has still done her best to protect the people of Sumeru in any way she can. I greatly respect her, even despite the fact that she's super young. Well, for gods, I mean, she's still like, what, 500 years old or something, but...
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars.
Yeah, I'm with Paimon on this one. It's almost a sure thing.
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning.
Keep in mind, Sino, we have additional information and experience we're drawing upon. It's not just the story.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru?
Oh, yeah.
The academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, they have.
And I've never had any reason to doubt their views.
Because they are assholes. They lock her away and then, you know, pretend like she doesn't exist and convince the world to ignore her. And meanwhile, from the shadows, she does what she can.
In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
Yeah, like I said, she has operated truly from the shadows, literally from within people's dreams. You know, I mean, she can only communicate people in their dreams, I think. But I mean, and she doesn't like taking over people. But no, she's done a fantastic job, considering all the limitations.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise.
Thank you, Paimon.
Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
Yes. Well, Paimon, A, she's only 500 years old. Come on. And B, she has spent all of that time cooped up in the sanctuary of Sarasthana, right? You can't blame her. She hasn't had any socializing. Not really. I think we're the first people the first people she's had a real extended conversations with. She also saved me once not long ago.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
And we are not lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
Yeah.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, we did. She is precious and must be protected. And I will fight anyone who tries to harm her or disrespect her.
How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Yeah.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation.
Like, supposedly they locked her away for her own protection, but I could almost buy that if it wasn't for the fact that then they proceeded to ignore her and spread, the rumor around Sumeru that, she doesn't matter and only Rukkhadevata matters, despite the fact that Rukkhadevata is straight up dead and no longer present in Sumeru. I'm sorry, Sino. Their treatment of Kusanali actually upsets me. Yeah, you betcha, though.
But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
I mean, maybe.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
We weren't. I guess we can.
Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
Did someone point you to us, kid?
My name is Isak.
Hello, Isak.
You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
I mean, where did you lose him?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that.
Aw.
Grandpa is just Grandpa.
Yeah?
Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
Sorry, kid. It's just a literal description that, assuming he is one of them, they literally went mad. Not that they're bad people or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Oh, yeah.
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family.
Aw, I like this kid.
I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
Kid, that is a very dangerous proposition for you. That's a big ask.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house.
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize someone was eavesdropping.
I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was,
Please don't.
but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Right. Yeah, I doubt the kid is, like a scholar plant or anything.
Whoa. Hazen wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
I mean, Sino, I have the sneaking feeling that, helping this kid will actually help us in the end. Please help him, Sino.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Of course. Candace. As you approach the village chief's house, Sino asks Isak to wait
Sino
nearby.
is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
I kinda doubt it, Paimon. Keep in mind, he was the General Mahamatra, not just an ordinary Matra.
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Well, that answers that question.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
How long has his grandpa been missing?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back.
Yeah.
Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city.
Aw.
He was raised by his grandfather.
So they just left him here then.
Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive.
So his real grandpa, like his blood grandpa, is long gone. But this other man, started taking care of him in his place.
Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man.
Aw.
However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech.
Right.
Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him.
Understandable.
One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance.
I'll bet you this was also Nahida's work.
So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars,
Aw.
and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep.
That's sweet.
The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him.
Yeah.
However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression.
That was totally Nahida.
It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace, and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or,
Aw. That's
"Grandpa,
adorable.
could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
Yeah. Can you make it happen, Nahida?
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
They do. But they also are... Well, I don't know about the grandpa, what his state of mind is. But the kid is content.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret.
Sure.
But even so, we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Right. Protect those people. Lucid Grandpa was probably Nahida. She must have soothed the other mad scholars as well. Yeah. She, entered their mind, had a conversation with the kid, told him the stories about the stars, and then sort of, as Candace just said, soothed his, or as Alice just said, soothed his mind. Probably incapable of truly repairing it, which I think she said before. From the look on Sino's face, he's probably connected the dots as well.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Yeah. I'm glad to see you coming on onto Nahida's side.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
Yeah. As I said, she doesn't ask for recognition. She just helps people because it's the right thing to do. That's why I respect her.
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm a little worried if we get into danger. But I'm sure the two of us can protect him. I mean, I've managed to protect Paimon all this time, so...
Hey, Isak!
Hey there, kid.
Oh, it's you guys!
Yeah, we can help you with your grandpa now.
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Now, where did you last see him?
Really? Wow! Thank you so much!
Aw. Your grandpa will be found safe and sound. Well, let's not make promises we can't keep, traveler.
Yeah!
Alright. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
I feel like we should ask Isak one critical question first. Where did he last see his grandpa, and what was he doing? Ah. Act 3 done. That one was a bit shorter, I think. Hello there, Mr. Local. Kazan.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
Wait. Oh, yeah.
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think.
That's right, because more than just his grandpa has gone missing. Which is what we were originally going off to talk to Sino about in the first place.
When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Yeah, especially if they aren't of sound mind and able to identify what is and is not safe.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
Hey. Jeez. All right, sorry. Man, I do love the desert. This is very, the design of it gives me, Arches National Park vibes, and I love it. Hello, Shawnee.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
He is. He is a real fighter. Yeah, his eyes are kind of fierce, aren't they? They're very, well, he sort of has slit eyes. Cat-like eyes. Eyes of a predator.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
That's fine, that's fine. Don't worry, Sino's a nice guy. He's not gonna hurt you. Even though I'm surprised we haven't heard a single pun from him yet. I guess he's in serious work mode. But even still, it's a shame.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Are you talking about the earthquake?
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Yeah. I mean, just because they were crazy, just because they lost their minds doesn't mean they were bad people.
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak.
You
You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right?
Yeah. Also, your hair colors are remarkably similar. Well, I guess it's not terribly surprising. You are both from here.
He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw
Oh.
it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground.
He was the one. Huh.
It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that?
Or maybe, I guess many of them were doing, or did it and or have done it.
Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
I don't know. Nahida might visit you as well.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Not right now, though, because she's trapped and we need to go save her, but, in the future. Villager. They up there? Behind the wall? Ah, yes. Hello there, Jabari.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while.
Yeah. I don't recall. Sino, did you mention when all these, was it village watchers? The mad scientists. Did you mention when they all disappeared?
The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them.
That's too bad. As I understand it, they are mostly harmless, especially after Nahida has helped them. But, I guess what can you do, right?
And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. That might explain why she's always mad at me.
I mean, that might be one reason. I'm sure there could be others. But that's really not what we're here about, Jabari.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. Hey, you're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Have you not noticed they're all gone?
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you.
No. You're a good guy, Jabari.
I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy!
Yeah. And little Isak is just, I think, he's well known around the village and, well, he's a good kid.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Huh?
What's wrong, Sino? Yeah, what's wrong, Sino? Did something happen? Did you notice someone?
Don't say anything for now.
Okay, but I really want to know what you noticed.
Isak, stay here.
Is it Eremites? Did the scholars find us?
Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
You heard him, Paimon. Ah, King Deshret and the 3 Magi. Ah. King Desheret's finally going to make his role or his appearance in the story, perhaps. Just maybe. Assuming he's going to make an appearance. That the Ayn al-Ahmar guys aren't just crazy or misinformed. Well, yeah, according to the academia, it was all misinformation on their part. But, wait, is that Sino? Oh, yeah.
Really gonna come back from her death? It's all a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, kid. Grandma, may I ask you a question? Niles and I have been thinking about this one, but we still don't get it. Oh, of course you can, dear. So, Grandma, is King Deshret really gonna come back from the dead? And the answer is, of course not. Grandma? Those fanatic believers, can't they spare the children? No, they want to indoctrinate the children. Turn them into believers of King Deshret, you know, before they grow up. Child, please listen well. Though gods are indeed very powerful, even they can disappear. Being obsessed with things that have disappeared is madness. It is no way to live. You know, it just occurred to me, there is quite the parallel between the followers of King Deshret and the followers of Greater Lord Ruka Devada. Both are obsessed with things that have disappeared. And I agree, it is kind of madness, actually. I'm still thinking that the whole world forget me is Greater Lord Ruka Devada. Well, probably her dying words. But yeah, saying that no, you need to move on. Oh, if only the desert children had the chance to learn a little more, then they wouldn't easily fall for such lies. Child, I know this is a lot to ask, but please, study hard. You should learn a thing or two from Sataria. Oh, hey! Sataria mentioned here. I guess she was from Aru Village, wasn't she? I understand. Though I'm not sure if she's in any condition anymore to come back and visit. I don't have any idea what Ildatore would have done to her. It's probably not good. Honestly, knowing Ildatore, probably worse than death, too. Another test subject for his experiments.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
What? Oh, the kid and his grandma?
Have you heard?
Oh, no,
The
them.
mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yeah, but, okay, Sino, a lot of people have been saying that.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods.
I'm still not sure what you guys mean when you say you believe in the god. I mean, like, are you just using that as another way of saying, oh, I trust them and I follow them? I believe in their vision for the world, whatever. Their ideals. Because all these gods are objectively real.
Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Yeah, good question there, Makan.
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever.
Wait, hasn't it been getting fewer, though? Haven't they been disappearing?
Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why.
Interesting.
But it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and King Deshret.
That actually is very interesting. Maybe... I don't know. Could King Deshret be the source of the corruption? I mean, dead gods do leave behind dangerous effects on the world, after all. But also, yeah, interesting that if it's true that a lot of people went insane before the fall of his civilization. I wonder if it's the same sort of insanity of them trying to connect or gaining divine knowledge that they can't handle. Granted, I thought part of the reason that people go insane when connecting to Irminsul was also the corruption affecting Irminsul. At least that's what it seemed Nahida was implying.
Isn't it a sign of King Deshret's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for King Deshret's resurrection.
So he needs a sacrifice, does he?
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense.
Dude.
Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Dude, don't smile like that when you're talking about sacrificing people. Jeez.
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
And that's not great either.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
Oh, just an exile. Oh, don't worry.
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
He is not messing around. Man, Sino can be quite scary when he's in serious mode.
This guy's
in
something
work
else.
mode.
Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
He might.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
No, you are not.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that King Deshret will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear.
Wait, so there was a rumor going around about them disappearing before they disappeared? And you're sure of that? Do you have any idea who you heard this rumor from? I feel like if we can track that down to its source, that might, well, it's about as good a lead as we could possibly hope for. Like I said before, I still suspect that they're probably making their way to Irminsul somehow. Kind of like the reunion from Final Fantasy VII being drawn there. But maybe not.
Hey, go on. Keep talking. It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life.
I don't think the mad scholars are responsible for you not having a good life, dude.
Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news.
The radicals?
We're all praying for King Deshret's speedy return.
So you're not one of the radicals, proper noun. That's not Ayn al-Akmar, is it?
Delavar also said that once King Deshret returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under King Deshret and fight for a share of the glory.
Delavar, you've said that name already once. I think that's probably who we want to go find. Yeah. And dude, I somehow doubt that you couldn't move to the other side of the wall if you really wanted to. It's not a real wall. It's just a rock formation to protect from sandstorms. It doesn't block people. Maybe the academia prevents it, but no, eremites enter all the time. I don't see why you feel the need to conquer the place.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Yes. Spill all your secrets.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumor said.
That they did.
Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But you really shouldn't get so excited about war and, you know, bloodshed and sacrifices. It's not healthy.
The people here really like King Deshret, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Which is another shame because just... she's been helping them too, making their lives better. Just like with the Academia. It's just obsessed with a dead god, ignoring the one that's right in front of them. Well, okay, not right in front of them, but that's been with them this entire time. The Academia is probably the true target of their hatred. Yeah, that's also fair. But if that was the case, they should really hate Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, not poor Nahida.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
Well, it sounded more like the radical as in a group of radicals, but maybe it is a single person.
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village.
Was it the
What about
Delavan
you,
or whatever
man?
his name was, guy?
Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Do you know where he goes or where he went?
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
Yes, either a group, not just one.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
Well, do tell. What are their names?
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody.
You know, Sino, you're fantastically scary. I love it.
Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Sino makes excellent threats.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
Also, he is the same kind of creature as Tighnari, right?
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying.
He can be, but he can also be really funny, Paimon. Good thing I'm not one of your enemies. Yeah.
He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
Yeah, hopefully they were in fact not his enemies. All the more reason for you not to get on his bad side, Paimon. Careful with the nasty nicknames.
I heard that.
Sorry.
I mean, how could you not hear that with those ears? Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra.
What?
The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places.
Sure. Oh yeah, maybe we could check the scholars' homes.
Very well.
It's a pretty good idea.
Isak!
Hey there, kid.
I'm here.
Yeah, we see you.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Of course, Isak. Oh, that's really close. Oh no, there's just Isak. Lives on the outskirts. This place is actually a big city in its own right, isn't it? All this verticality.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him.
Aww.
But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
So you are actually aware that he's not your real grandpa then? Well, that's good. But he's still your grandpa, which is lovely. And he does live far away from the city.
Well, this is where Grandpa usually stays.
Isolated.
There sure isn't much here.
Yeah, I know. What's that smell? Sino, did you catch a faint whiff of incense?
No.
No? Really?
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before.
No, definitely not that one, though. That was my thought.
But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
Paimon, I'm okay. It's okay.
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
Yeah, that surprises me.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell.
No,
Thankfully,
a different smell, Paimon.
saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
Yeah, but no, Paimon, Alice just said it was a different smell.
So, you know Tighnari?
Yes, we do. He's a good guy.
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
I think they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Yeah, there you go. But not the same one that the scholars use to enter their meditative state.
Wait, surely Tighnari didn't lecture you too.
He might have.
No. No need.
Yeah, I can't handle the scent very well. Wait, it is not the same one, is it?
Did you first encounter this scent at Tighnari's house?
No, it was in the forest where a scholar was meditating. So it is the same one. You just... Am I going crazy? You said it's not the... Yeah, incense. Please don't say it's the same one as before. Oh, it's definitely that one. I completely misread that. Oh, damn. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. I was, in fact, going crazy. No, it was in the forest where a scholar was meditating.
In the forest. From a scholar.
Yeah. Let's keep looking for more clues. Oh yeah, maybe we should split up and search for clues, gang. Zoinks. Where are you going to, Sino? Hey, Isak.
Oh, where did Grandpa go?
Aw.
Please come home, Grandpa.
We'll find him, Isak. We'll do everything we can, I promise, to try and bring him home safely. There's also a, it must be directly above it, you know, above the ceiling there. Oh, footprints. But hold on. Oh, I can't actually talk to you right now. Hey. Oh, I guess Sino found the footprints instead.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is.
I guess I took too long. Whoops.
Take a look right here.
The footprints.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here.
Right.
From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village.
Which means if this is where his grandpa lived, it's probably him.
The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in that direction.
So you mean someone else has been here? Well, yeah, the grandpa's been here.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
Or you mean they're someone else's? Huh. How can you tell? Because they're too new, or...
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Oh, that's what you think happened. I suppose that makes sense. Lured him away. So that's what happened. Okay, if that's actually true, then I am less confident of the drawn to Irminsul idea.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent?
You get lured away by food all the time, Paimon. Yeah.
Hey, what's wrong with liking good food?
Nothing.
Everyone's got something they love in life.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, Paimon. I love good food too. But it doesn't change the fact that you are very easy to lure.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge.
Right.
Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
Right.
No, Grandpa.
It's okay, Isak. Like I said, we'll find him. Though I think we're gonna have to leave you here. I think we're gonna have to head deeper into the desert to find him.
So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars?
Hopefully not for the reason that, yeah, the guys were suggesting. Is it to resurrect King Deshret? I'm not sure sacrificing a bunch of mad scholars will actually resurrect him, though.
Are the rumors really true?
It is the only lead we have so far. I guess it's, at the very least, they might be willing to try, regardless of whether it has any chance of success.
Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
Maybe.
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Of course, Isak. Don't worry.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Yeah. Like I said, we'll do everything we can to try and save your grandpa.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
Of course. Still planning on leaving Alhaitham out of this? Actually, where has he been? What's he up to right now?
Right.
Oh, hey, you two.
The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
Darker fabric? What, for Dia's outfit?
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
I mean, your outfit's quite lovely, Candace. Love the color matching your lovely sort of deep purplish, slightly bluish hair.
Ah, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
It's progressing.
Reasonably.
Yeah, exactly.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
No, we left him behind.
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Maybe I'm misremembering. Didn't we leave him behind on purpose, Sino? Because you don't really fully trust him.
Did you find out anything useful?
Yes. Yes, we have. Tell Candace and Dia everything you've
I
learned.
see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
Right.
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it.
Yeah, no, we've been hearing about this for a while now.
Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall.
Who are you, eavesdropping in on us?
Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here.
Right. Which, you know, lends credence to the idea that someone brought it here specifically to lure those mad scholars away.
Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Right.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
Hell no. It's where the doctor is, Paimon. That'd be way too dangerous. But, no, it does make sense that there might be support from someone over in the academia. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Ildator is the one who, responsible for the spreading of the rumors of the misinformation about King Deshret. And if so, maybe he's also responsible for the, whatever the nature of this scheme is over here, but responsible for this portion here as well.
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip.
Oh, thank you, Dia. I appreciate it.
Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern?
Yeah.
Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
Nice. Awesome, Dia.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
I think that was it, yeah. You're right, Paimon.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts.
Oh, those are the, the three magi? I feel like I've heard these names somewhere before. Have we? Delavar, Engur, and Jabari. I'm not sure. They may be vaguely familiar, but that might be my mind playing tricks on me. Just because I'm expecting to remember them. Too vague to say for sure.
These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the academia.
I really don't think that's going to make their lives better. I mean, that
Throwing all of
would.
Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
I don't think that's going to change life in the desert, though. Like, the other half of Sumeru going into chaos isn't going to make life in the desert better. Moving to the other half would maybe make your life better. Maybe. But not if it's in chaos. I'm sorry, I don't think they have a very good plan. But, I mean, it seems more that they're just angry about their lot in life and want to bring other people down to, suffer as well. Probably. But I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. But yeah, it is true, though. If they resurrected King Deshret successfully, that probably would allow them to conquer the academia, especially if they keep neglecting Nahida.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this place inside and out.
Yeah, I mean, of course. She's from here, Paimon. But Dia, What? Huh? Dia's winking at me. Maybe I should stay quiet for now. What am I missing? Are these from a story she told us before? Yeah. I'm not sure what the wink is about.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Hell yeah. Drinking is just a part of the job.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Oh?
Why?
That's a good question.
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out.
Probably. Though he is, I mean, if he changed his outfit, he could probably pass as someone from around here. Well, maybe not. It's a small place. So, I imagine they know all the faces, probably.
The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here.
Right.
Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust.
You have plenty of fighting skills, Dia. But I guess you're right, compared to Sino.
I need to go around and ask some questions. But it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Sure. What about me?
Fine.
Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
What are you thinking, Dia?
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Oh, I see why she was winking. Probably because she was aware that we were being eavesdropped on. Yeah. We actually gonna go... yeah, it looks like we are gonna go to Caravan Rebot.
Sino, please don't take offense. I'm sure Dia just wants to help everyone solve their problem as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
That's why she can be so straightforward at times.
Dia, I think you'd like Dia. She's a good sort.
I don't mind.
Ah, I see. Well, from the way you were staring out into the
Very
distance,
caring.
I thought you might have been mulling over Dia's words.
No, I'm used to being treated that way.
Really?
It's natural to fear strength. I take no objection to it.
Damn. Well, as long as you're comfortable. Time for us to head off back to Caravan Rebot. Caravan Rebot. Should we head south first? I feel like it might eventually take us that way anyways. Alright. I am going to actually head... Oh, hey. Where are all of them? Oh, okay. This one's pretty easy to do. One of the easiest ones yet, actually.
Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
Yeah, I won't... Oh, wait, no, we need to be above. Okay. So, yeah, there was the, scarab. Huh. Yeah. Up above. And then south from here. Oh, hey, a few eremites even, I think.
Take it easy.
Yeah?
Gotcha.
Pick all of you.
Confess!
Excellent. I really would kind of like to get Nilu, I think, for those bountiful cores or whatever they were called. Okay, here we go. And the dust storm picks up. I should, yeah, mark that. There we go. Make sure we don't lose track.
Busted.
Hey, guys.
Fracture!
I get you. Excellent.
Quietly now.
Now, of course, we'll get this teleport point as well while we're here. Hello there. Yeah, you guys don't stand a chance, sillies. You need to learn better who to target for predation. Should we go ahead and get that chest? Oh. Hey, little guys. Shoot.
Here comes the catch.
Hey.
Gotcha.
Excellent.
See, just follow my intuition.
All right, let's straight this way. Down this crevice. This canyon. The little guy. Ooh, a viewpoint. Nice. Lifeless Dar al-Shifa. Not quite able to take it in with all this sandstorm, but all the dust. Apparently a bunch of eremites live here.
Busted. Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Get you? Anyone else? Oh yeah. Excellent.
See, just follow my intuition.
Hey guys.
That's close enough. Confess.
Busted.
Don't lose all that. I need your goodies. Oh, good. Any others? No? Okay, good. I saw a oh, there it is. Yes, I'd like. This looks like it can maybe be destroyed.
Gather.
Yes, it can. Will you look at that? Is that the path down to get in there? Probably. Oh. Huh. Is that a trigger request? No? Okay. What I just... Oh, never mind. Another scarab. I wonder what those are for. Hey there, hilichurls.
Bring it on!
Hi, hilichurl. Oh, hey there, big guy.
Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
Excellent. Any others? No? There are a few. Oh, hey. Apparently he was worth a chest. Nice one. Precious.
Oh, It's all coming out now.
Okay. Wait, those just rocks? Yeah. Is that? Oh, it's a scorpion.
Busted.
Huh. Apparently they curl up.
Solidify!
And we found quite the underground little labyrinth here, didn't we? Ah, there's a lot of scorpions. Jeez.
Order guide you.
Things are about to get dicey.
Any more meat? No. Excellent. Oh, hey. A dead hilly churl. Huh.
Oh, it's all coming out
A few
now.
of them, actually. Interesting. Let's continue towards the stasis. You guys mining? What the hell is going on here?
Quietly now.
I don't think I've ever seen killer trolls in a mining operation before.
Here comes the catch.
Oh, it's all coming out now.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, we definitely want to go through here. Alright, who's in here? Just a bunch of us scorpions. There we go. I mean, they're not particularly dangerous, I don't think. Or maybe just because I haven't been getting stung by them.
See, just follow my intuition.
Alright, hypostasis. We're getting close, I think. Kinda. Okay, maybe not that close. I don't know why I did that with Nahida.
Gotcha. Busted.
Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Take it easy.
Gotcha. And we're getting a lot of good meat here. Oh, hey. Unknown person's etchings. I wonder if there have been more of these in here. God, if you are still willing to accept this unworthy believer, Abbas, as your own, please show yourself to me. Speak to me once more. I do not want to dissolve into the yellow sands. Not yet. Presumably, really old writings to King Deshret. Sorry, little guy. Little ferret or mongoose or whatever.
Gotcha. Quietly now.
More of you guys?
Game's up. Time's over.
yeah, there's more of these. God forgives all. Oh. And we're out. I imagine there must have been more of those, right? Find ourselves in the wider desert. Or an oasis, actually. Oh, but there's the pyramid. Oh. Is that it? No, it must be further west still. Because I think that thing is huge. A severely eroded hoe. A farming tool appearing in a wasteland like this is quite a surprise. Yeah, that leads me to believe that this wasn't always a desert. Which, I mean, I guess makes sense. Even the Sahara wasn't once a desert. If you go back long enough. Yeah, other than serious erosion, the handle of the hoe is covered in mud. It seems unusable. Of course, this does make me wonder if this... Wait. Makes me wonder if this is to do with King Deshret versus Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Maybe she helped the other half of Sumeru at the expense of this half. One flew over the sick men's rest. That's good. Instead of one who flew over the cuckoo's nest. Okay, no, but we need to go back there still. I guess it's just up here. Beautiful oasis. Yeah, with how far I think that is away, it just tells you how giant it is. And if I was expecting to find King Deshret resurrected, that would be where I would expect to find him. Hey, little mushrooms. Don't mind me. I just want your stuff, your spores.
Busted.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wait, yeah, I want that. Guess we just gotta climb, huh? Wait. Yeah, easier said than done. Oh, man. The desert in twilight. Oh, so gorgeous. I love it. Oh, deserts are so beautiful. Yeah, much more straight climb up here. There we go. There's the moon. Oh, and some angry lights, huh? Oh, hey. Got two of them. Oh, there was a... Damn, one of those was here this whole time. Totally could have used that, probably. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, let's head down here. Ah, a bit of a greenery. There it is. Our first encounter with the Dendrohypostasis. And Nahida, your ticket towards, well, us using you in actual combat. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if this needs Dendro to fight, so I'm gonna keep Traveler with me. Hello there, buddy.
Solidify.
Scatter.
Get moving.
Oh, I see.
Quietly now. Busted.
Lots of dead reactions here. No, I think I wasted. Oh, there we go. Come on. There we go. One. Two. Or no. Shoot. One more. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Nice. I think we might have actually faced one of these in like the spiral abyss at one point. Yeah. Nahida, level 40 ascension.
My mind is growing even bigger. It feels like you could fit the entire sky and ocean inside it.
Aww. All right, back to Caravan Rebot.
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, Dia. I have vague ideas at best. Eventually, I'm sure we'll get a hang of the area. Just like we've gotten a hang of Mondstadt and Liyue, even to a little lesser degree, Inazuma, too.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I mean, Paimon. Surely the Lord of Geo could raise a Geo wall this large with ease.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid.
It is beautiful, though. It's amazing. I agree.
Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms?
Presumably. I mean, some degree. I would imagine it helps prevent the encroachment of the desert into the jungle, into the rainforest.
It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us.
Really? You think so? I mean, if that's true, it wouldn't surprise me. Or, I mean, I was going to say, if that's true, then the people of the desert would have a decent complaint against the other half of Sumeru, I suppose. But I'm not sure how this wall goes about doing that. I mean, it doesn't actually block the way entirely. It's more if the academia and the people of Sumeru prevented others from coming. I guess it could serve as a choke point, but I don't know. Do you really think that that's what Rukkhadevata had in mind? Surely, Nahida would never try to keep you guys out.
Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim.
Yeah, you see, the problem is that's the opposite of wisdom. That's just assholery.
We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more.
Bastards. Not you, them. The sages, the scholars, who have that view at least. Like, I don't think I don't think probably not even most of academia. Well, maybe, I don't know. I'm certain not all of academia feels that way.
Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied.
Right.
The academia believes we're underserving.
Yeah. It's insane. I would have to think that the Lord of Wisdom intended for that knowledge to be accessible by all. I'm really not a fan of the sages.
Geniuses like Sataria are one in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate. Even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
They just don't care. Because, once again, they are bastards. Yeah, I am willing to go out and say, out of all the governing bodies we've run into so far, the academia is, at least the modern academia, the current academia, is by far the worst.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
I do understand how you feel.
Hey, Dia. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
I mean, I don't think she quite has the power to bring down this wall. And also, I'm pretty sure it still does actually serve an important purpose of preventing the encroachment of the desert sands into green Sumeru.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all.
Fair enough. I understand the desire, at least. But the wall doesn't have to serve that purpose. And hey, if it makes you feel better, I am all aboard the let's overthrow the sages train. Not the academia as a whole, or I don't want to cause chaos in Sumeru, but it's time to replace some people, for sure. Change some ways of thinking.
Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Uh-oh. Paimon?
Shh.
What do you see?
Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say.
Right.
We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for.
Be aware, Dia. Last time we were here, Eremites were looking for us.
Our mission started the moment we arrived here.
Right.
Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Okay. You're sure that Dunyarzad is okay without you? She is still one of my priorities. Making sure she's okay. Hey there, guys. I love the desert music.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
What, the people you know, or the three magi?
You mean, you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Well, no, she sees someone she knows, apparently.
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, there we go. But not one of the ones you were looking for, right?
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
You could certainly say that. Definitely another land. Another world, you could even say. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Alice, also known as Traveler. Not to be confused with the Alice.
Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
I don't know, Dia?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways.
Nice.
Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
It's kind of sad.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen Engur, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
Oh? Are they still in town?
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Delavar is the one who's been spreading those rumors.
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
Sure.
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Right. These goods that we have.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Is Delavar actually our friend, Dia? Or are we about to burn some bridges here? Oh, wait. Delavar is out in the wastes. Aw, probably the last Sumeru rose for miles. Delavar, you here, buddy? No? Where are you?
Are we there yet?
I just got the ominous feeling of a trap.
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Yeah.
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
Oh, Zaki. You are making the mistakes so many before you have made. You think it's like lambs to the slaughter, when really you're just bringing the wolf into the lamb's den. Into lamb's pen, rather. You complete fools.
Oh no! It's an ambush!
Yes, it is, Paimon. Wolves ambushed by sheep.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there.
I assumed she was aware of that. Saying what she was saying on purpose.
Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the academia to look for the missing scholars.
Well, yeah. So, are you admitting that you are responsible for their disappearance?
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. Paimon knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake!
No, it's okay, Paimon. We can handle this.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
I mean, what I actually think is that Dia's a good actress, and that she knew you were listening. She said those things on purpose. She left Sino behind on purpose, and she was fully aware of what you were going to do. At least I hope.
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
And now she's just, squeezing them for information.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the academia.
Hey, I am all for overthrowing the academia. But, nah, you guys want to go a few steps further than that, I think.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Here they are.
Delavar. And Enger, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of King Deshret despise the most.
Heh. Followers of a dead god.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
I mean, I know. No dead god is greater than a living god. That's just silly.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
That's not what she said. That's not what she said at all. Mora never came into it, buddy. You completely ignored, yeah. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of baseless rumors. Yeah, well, where'd you get Mora on there? You guys are disappointing, Delavar.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Well, I somewhat doubt anyone, but...
Enough talking! Get him!
I think you actually do care for Dunyarzad.
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Just what I was thinking. These fools.
A new punching bag.
Want to get closer?
This is order.
Quietly now.
Propagate!
Any more? Man, you guys were weak.
Impossible. How could you?
Easily, actually. Zaki, you and I guess King Deshret's a weak god after all. I'm so sorry.
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all.
Wait, did you say that? Oh, yeah. You said compared to Sino. Yeah. I mean, I did figure... it's probably still true that Sino is stronger, but... Yeah, no, you're definitely not incompetent.
And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others.
Man.
That's what you thought, right?
I mean, when you were talking about that, maybe I missed a few words or just brushed it off because I knew the truth, but...
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
Of course, because you guys aren't even close to as smart as you think you are.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
I'm enjoying this, Dia. One swift kick and Dia knocks Zaki unconscious.
That should be all of them.
Of course, you do realize we need to interrogate them, right, Dia? Try and figure out where the missing scholars are.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
Yeah, I mean, I knew she was up to something, but I wasn't really sure until now.
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Well done, Dia.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Exactly, Paimon.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Right, so those names you mentioned.
Oh, you mean the funny names she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
I'm actually forgetting the third one too, Paimon.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves.
So they're cosplaying as tough guys then.
Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how King Deshret is a superior deity.
They really, both them and the academia need to move on. I do think that's the moral of the Sumeru story that we're building towards of, you know, not letting the past control you. Something to that effect, at least.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down.
Right. Oh yeah, there it is. The duck-tail bearded crook. Who is that?
That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Oh. Huh. Is he okay? Is he, an enemy?
Wait, so he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Okay, good. You are excellent at this, Dia. Color me impressed.
Wow, what a genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for ya.
I mean, she's an expert at counterintelligence is what she is.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
I mean, I'm sure there's a grain of truth in there at the very least.
Hmm? About what?
The whole thing about the wall?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora.
Oh, or that.
And that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
I don't think that's true.
Does that bother you?
I don't think you're that kind of person. Yeah, it's not that it bothers me. I mean, it's just that it's not the kind of person you strike me as.
What makes you so sure?
Well, because even without an employer, you're still helping us out. That, and I've seen how you care for Dunyarzad. Which, I don't know, it definitely struck me as more than just an employee-employer relationship.
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon.
Good. I mean, I swear they're conflating their like the past anger or conflict between Deshret and Rukkhadevata, and then, you know, placing all that conflict onto the onto Kusanali, onto Nahida. That's just not right. She is not responsible for things that happened before she was even born. It's insanity. And she cares for everybody equally, too. She's a lovely, lovely Archon. Damn it.
I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude.
Hey, yay! Man, Dunyarzad just converts people with her sheer enthusiasm. I love it.
Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate.
Yeah, she really is.
I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently.
Yep.
The radicals' blind belief in King Deshret,
right,
making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the academia's trickery.
Yeah. I mean, we've already received confirmation that the whole stuff about King Deshret has been actively spread by them. Granted, we still don't know what for. What do they hope to gain out of this? And yeah, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy, which I despise so much. We need to clean house of the Academia's sages.
But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Thank you. Seriously.
Dia.
Thank you, Dia. Thank you for being just a voice of sanity.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village.
Oh, of course. Do you mean, Aru? Hey, Candace.
This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
Well done, Dia, once again.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Of course.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too.
Excellent. I mean, yeah, if Dia trusts you, I trust you, for sure.
She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
Please get some juicy information out of them. Thank you.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
By all means. Absolutely.
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Yeah, sounds good.
As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Yeah, don't kill them in the interrogation, please. At least not before we get information out of them. And yeah, no, well, actually, I don't know that for sure. I was gonna say their greatest crime is being morons, but no, they are actively planning on committing sounds like some pretty terrible atrocities in Sumeru. And they very well might be responsible, or at least involved in the kidnapping of a whole bunch of scholars, so. Well, yeah, let's eavesdrop.
You heard the question. Now answer me.
Ooh. Damn. She's using some aggressive interrogation techniques, is she? Dia?
Candace is an expert at dealing with people like this. All we have to do is wait for her word.
Yeah, I'm actually a little worried for those guys now. She sounds angry. Sino out and about. No. Well, she did say to explore the area. Why don't we get that Sealy? Hey there, Sealy. Where do you want to take me? Nice. Quicksand eels. Oh, there's not quicksand here, is there? Nice.
I'm liking the look of this.
All right. Oh, man, seriously. And we're so far away from it, too, are we not? Unless this really is the pyramid. In which case, I guess it's not that far, but I have the feeling it's even further west than that. And regardless, it's huge. This time trial while we're at it, too. Okay, I see what we're doing. Going down. Yeah. Is there an easy way back up if we go all the way down there besides teleportation, I wonder?
Oh, it's all coming out now.
Oh, hey. There's stuff down there, I see. Yeah. Nice clear water. Where did you go? There you are. All right. Well, we should probably wait for the next morning then. There we go. Dia.
Hey, Dia.
Hey there. Any news about the interrogation?
Right on time.
Yeah, well, we're like 18 minutes late or something, but yeah, pretty close to 6. Did we learn anything from the criminals, though?
We'll know any moment now.
Excellent.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
That's the sense I get, Paimon.
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
That's awesome. With great power comes great responsibility.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
That's also good advice, yeah.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility.
Yeah. From everything we've seen, she's a good person and does a really good job in her role as a protector of this village, of this town.
Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Right.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
I'm sure she would accept you to settle down here with her if you really wanted to. Not sure that's what you want to do, but...
Really? Thanks for that.
Aw. Hey, Sino, there you are. You're not sulking, are you? It really was important for you not to come with us. Sorry.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Hey, buddy.
Yes, I was here yesterday to help out a little.
Oh, good.
To help out? By doing what?
Intimidating the prisoners?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Are you the one responsible for the, beating the information out of them, or did you try to restrain her a little bit and provide alternatives?
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Ooh, excellent.
Come on.
Are they
let's go
docile? Willing to tell us everything we want? There they are.
Whoa, you look furious.
Yeah, I mean, did you not listen in on the eavesdropping, Paimon? She was, well, I think literally, just beating the information out of them.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Your face. Like, it was very clear in your eyes.
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Yeah, that would be a little harder to tell, but yeah. The eyes are a dead giveaway.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure.
Is it their non-compliance that has you angry, or what you learned from them?
Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yeah, they are, like, docile little puppies now.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you guys done being fools? Done being morons?
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
This guy. I don't know who's voicing him, but well done.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
Indeed. So he is the one who taught her the art of, well, beating information out of captives. She mastered it really quickly, too.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling.
Yeah, I mean, people who are cavalier about other lives are oftentimes cowards themselves.
The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family.
Yeah. You have actively betrayed your fellow desert dwellers, in fact.
You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Yeah, understandable why she's pissed.
Mercy! Please have mercy!
That's not what she asked. Would you've had mercy on her? Or on someone in her position?
You've made your bed.
Now, sleep in it.
We may all be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will only result in war. And war serves no one.
Candace is wise. Yeah, that's what I've been saying all along, but guys, the resurrection of King Deshret isn't actually going to improve your lots in life. No. I mean, it does seem that the Academia is actively working to make your lives worse, which I wasn't quite aware of before, but even still.
The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life.
Right.
A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of doubt the Desert Dwellers could win a war. I mean, well, if you were actually able to revive King Deshret, maybe you could, but it would be at great cost even then.
We understand. We're sorry.
Do you, though?
I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
Well, let's hear what you have to say first.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea.
We believe it.
Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about King Deshret's resurrection.
Yeah, no. Definitely believe that. And you guys want to feel even worse? Did you know that you are actively playing into the Academia's hands?
Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
It's extremely messed up, Zaki, that you are okay with that. I'm disappointed in you. But yeah, that mystery man, probably not actually the doctor, but almost certainly someone who works for him.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection, and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
Yeah. I wonder. I mean, maybe it could be the doctor directly, but no, I still kind of doubt that. It seems like grunt work to me. But now, what do they get out of this? Truly. I still don't have a good idea of their goal. I mean, they are actively stoking flames of rebellion in the desert dwellers. They want to sacrifice these village keepers those touched by divine knowledge. Whether it's to actually reborn or revive. Wait, are they planning on making the Balladeer, quote unquote, King Deshret? Huh. There's a thought. They're talking about the rebirth of a god, and we know that they're trying to make a god. I feel like pieces are starting to come together in my head here. Okay. But then what about the dream experiment, though? How does that fit into this? And of course, then there's also the sickness of Irminsul, who the sages supposedly want to cure, but unclear whether I should believe. Well, I think I would believe that the sages probably would want that, but I doubt that that's what the doctor has in mind. I doubt he cares. But yeah, no. Where are the village keepers now?
I'm not sure.
Well, where did you take them?
That's one.
Huh? One what?
One chance down.
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Sino really is intimidating. I love it.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
That's 2.
2.
Oh, man. Don't test him. This also actually reminds me of a certain character from Knights of the Old Republic, a certain bounty hunter. I love it.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there.
Better. You're gonna show us exactly where you took them.
You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
Oh no, it's too late. You, I mean, of course they can agree. That would only work if we interrogated you guys separately.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Excellent. My turn? Oh yeah. Do you have any idea who that mystery person might be?
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way.
I don't care. Well, I do care about his name. No, describe him to me.
That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself King Deshret's envoy.
He wears a cloak and covers his face. I mean, Ildatore does wear a mask, and I guess what you could call a cloak, but I'm not sure. It's not quite enough of a description to be sure, because a lot of people could cover their face or wear a cloak.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Oh? What is it, Uncle Ampu?
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Sino? Oh, jeez. Did he beat him up?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
Oh, knocked them out so they couldn't hear what he was gonna say. Oh, that works.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia.
Oh, I mean, it is either someone from the academia or someone just more directly under Ildatore or Ildatore himself. It's certainly one of those 3. I mean, we know for a fact that the academia are responsible for spreading these rumors.
Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community.
Interesting. So they try to... a direct route first. And then when that failed, they chose an indirect sort of conspiracy to get them away. Very interesting. If they had succeeded there, I wonder if they would have still spread the rumors about King Deshret.
It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Yeah.
Which means it's highly likely that the Academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands.
Yeah, I agree. Is that the only reason they were spreading the rumors about King Deshret, though? Or is there more to it? I mean, it makes sense. It is enough to explain their desire to do that, but it does seem a bit more heavy-handed and involved than just sneaking in and, you know, abducting them themselves.
They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about what they want to do with... I still worry that they might be a sacrifice.
Not the Academia again.
In Sumeru City, Sataria also mentioned that King Deshret's resurrection is just the Academia's misinformation campaign.
Just as I thought.
Yeah.
But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia.
Yep.
A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars.
Yeah. I do think... I think it's... what they need the scholars for is still related to the ascension of Wanderer.
Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
Right.
You're right.
Before it's too late.
Isaka's still waiting for news on his grandpa.
And we'd hate to disappoint him.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
Hell yeah. Granted, we... you know, Sino, we didn't actually get the location before you knocked them out.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
All right. Missing villagers complete. Leave the village chief's house. Rip these three. Or not. Hello, Uncle Ampu.
I just hope everyone's all right.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean... I think we still have time, probably, but still.
You look worried. Thinking about the village keepers?
Yes. I'd look for them myself if I could. As members of our village, each one of them is very important to me.
I love that. I love that you guys actually accept them.
You have a strong sense of belonging here. I guess I'm the opposite. Mercs are stray dogs, wherever they go.
Like I said, I imagine that Candace and the others of the village would make a place for you if you wanted it.
Dia, don't say that. You can be a part of this community too.
See? Like I said.
Thanks. I'll let you know when I feel like joining.
When I feel like joining, not if. Alright, Sino.
What scheme is the Academia brewing now?
Well, I know I haven't told you everything, but it's not good. It is very, very not good. Oh, hey, Alhaitham. There you are.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Woo!
What have you been up to?
Where did you come from?
He's been standing there for who knows how long, Paimon. just reading, it looks like.
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
How in the loop are you, Alhaitham?
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
I must be misremembering. I really did think that we intentionally left him behind, because Sino just didn't trust him, but...
Hey, what's with the silence?
He's sulking, Paimon.
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Oh, man. Paimon just doesn't stand a chance against him.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
The Traveler gave her a nod of approval. That's amazing. And I'm actually surprised it took her this long. Go ahead. I won't stop you.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing.
Oh, man. Paimon, you've met your match, truly. I mean, I thought, you know, Bullchucker was a match, but Alhaitham just completely stomps you. Like, this isn't even a match, it's a massacre.
There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate.
Yeah, but we didn't see you. It's not that big a village either.
Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
That is correct, Alhaitham. Are you planning on joining us, or continuing your investigation of the Divine Knowledge Capsule?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere.
Yeah. What are you thinking, Alhaitham?
Enough with the silent treatment!
Maybe he's giving us time to think.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
What, Sino?
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
I mean, Alhaitham, Sino's actually a pretty good investigator.
Yeah, you're all talk.
Well, no, I don't think he's all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
What were you doing? Do you care to share the results of your investigation?
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
I suppose that's fair.
Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Oh? You sure you don't want to tell? We can trade information.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing?
What, trying to retrieve the village keepers? I would think they were in support, but maybe not.
In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
It would be foolish to, I suppose.
You mean some of them lied to us?
It wouldn't be surprising, Paimon, if any of them were actually working, you know. Yeah, it'd be surprising if some of them weren't working against us.
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons.
Okay.
Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru.
Right.
That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them.
I mean, They say that, but that's also probably partially because they don't understand all that Nahida has done for them.
By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason.
Right.
That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
So you're saying we can find new info from someone we've already spoken to?
Glad you're following along.
You said she.
Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived.
Her?
The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Right.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Yeah, it scared her.
Don't change the subject.
And Cyno didn't really alleviate her fears.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Cyno's authority and strength.
Yeah. So you approached her after the fact?
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
Right.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Right. And so you're saying that's probably the lie right there. That, I wouldn't be surprised if she does know exactly where they went.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Yeah.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Right. I mean, it was an earthquake. I'll hate them. It's not, especially if it's one that's strong enough to actually risk toppling the buildings. It'd be a little difficult to sleep through that.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself.
Right.
As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
Yeah. Do we need to leave Cyno behind this time?
I'll pass on this one.
Smart.
You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
Yeah, sorry, Cyno, but you do have that intimidating aura about you.
We're on it!
She was just around this corner, right? Yeah. There she is. Or, oh, she's home. Knock, knock.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
It's okay. We're friends.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
I'm sorry, I don't know what we can do to prove ourselves to you.
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Of course.
Is it really that simple?
Well, yeah, Paimon, just being understanding and kind.
May I call you Traveler?
Yeah, sure. Everyone else does. Hi, Miss Shawnee.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something.
Chew?
Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better?
Yeah, no. Not at all. At best, you'll maintain the status quo. More likely, it'll cause chaos and just harm everyone. Especially the, ordinary people like yourself.
Why's that?
Because it'll only result in conflict. Yeah.
That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations.
Well, we thank you for that.
Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this.
Aw.
Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Well, I don't know. It's tough. I think Nahida would absolutely love to make your lives better. But she can't do that as long as these, sages are still in power, especially the ones that are the corrupt ones that are currently there. I can't promise anything, but I'll do the best I can. Yeah.
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation.
No, yeah. I'm not even from this world. And Paimon is who knows what.
But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them.
Yeah.
That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
We do. Well, also, we never actually did ask Nahida about my brother. I mean, it felt like it was in bad taste until we've resolved all this to do so. And she's a friend now. I want to help her. Nahida is precious.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Well, we actually wouldn't have if it wasn't for Alhaitham.
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not going to rat you out to the radicals either.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk.
Oh?
I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru.
Oh, that's stupid. You fit in here at in this village. This is your home. Doesn't matter where your family hails from.
Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
To be clear, Shawnee, that side, they don't actually believe in the Dendro Archon. They believe in Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, who is, despite their wishes, not the Dendro Archon. Yeah. And trust me, the Dendro Archon is actually just wonderfully sweet. I'm sure you would love her.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah, unfortunately, Paimon, that's a pretty common viewpoint for morons.
Yeah.
And extremists.
Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives.
Right.
Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace.
Yeah. Perfectly understandable, Shawnee, and I'm so sorry.
And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
Aw.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
Thank you, Alhaitham. Absolutely.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham.
Yeah?
I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most.
Oh.
Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
Really?
There are ghosts?
Paimon, no.
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying.
Interesting.
It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion.
How much better is your hearing than most? I was thinking like, oh, you know, just someone like... This is a little bit further, but... Sounds like you can hear from great distances, which is amazing.
It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
That's interesting. It's less frequent and quieter since we arrived in the village. Wonder why.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night.
I mean, this, once again, this sounds like more than just a good ear. This is an insane ear. And it's even stranger that there's multiple of them.
But, because we're in the middle of a desert, you would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Yeah. Wait, you don't think they're ghosts, do you? I thought that was Paimon just being Paimon. Could you make out where the sounds were coming from?
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
Oh.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Well, we can go check it out.
Yeah, let's go!
Yeah, go to an Elazar hospital. Oh, hey, it's taking us that way. I think that's the village that had all the eremites. Very cool.